Good morning and welcome to Kross Talk right here on our brand new YouTube channel. Something new that I have decided to do since I got a lot of extra time on my hands. It came as no surprise when I opened up my book of celebrity Lankan A-listers who I should invite on the program first. It's none other than the Harps himself, Mr. Harpo
Hi, Mark.
G in the house. Hi. Thank you so much for being with us today.
No problem.
Means a lot.
Pleasure.
Over the years, you've been so just. I mean, I've seen all these interviews that you've done, and everyone has this common, what would you say, notion that you are one of the most humblest people they can find in the business. I concur. He has helped me on many different occasions. Areas and places I would not want to be stuck as far as events are concerned. Calls Harpo, that's me calling Harpo, Harps, I need some help, and he's always there. And in this case, it was the same story. I called him, I said, hey, got a new talk show on, can you be on the show? And lo and behold, here he is. So first of all, thank you.
Thanks, Mark. It's a pleasure. And good luck with this new channel you're starting, the YouTube channel. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you so much. Now, first question, Harps, you own 7 businesses now.
Yeah, I would think yes. That's
6
right.
or 7? Is it
yeah,
6
7.
All
7
right.
to be precise. Yes.
Which business, or was it all of the businesses that took a hit after the April disaster?
A few of my places took a hit. Let's be honest with you. The Curve and Park Street Mills restaurant took a bit of a hit,
right?
Because of the public areas. Dutch Hospital, Colombo Food Cafe took a hit, but otherwise we've been fine, and my other restaurants didn't feel a huge crack. But we had a slight crack, but it was bearable, if I look at it that way, bearable. But things are moving back, and things are looking more positive now. But I must say there has been a quick recovery. To a certain extent, it's been quite a good recovery. Yeah.
That's great. Now, talking about staffing, how many people do you employ?
I employ approximately anything between 125 150 people in my group. Plus, I also have a school where I teach a hotel school where is in the south. So I have about 30-40 students which I pass out every 4 months.
Right.
So we pass out about 100 150 students every year from my school.
And they obviously have guaranteed jobs at your restaurant.
Yes, you see the demand for hospitality is massive.
Yes.
So they're picked up like ponds of just go down and just put into various properties. Like I said, so we teach the very basic in the hotel and culinary thing, just to get the young kids used to the industry, and thereafter we ask them to go and further their education in the hospitality thing.
Right.
So there's a pathway to their education as well.
Right.
But they are picked up in most of the restaurants and hotels, pick them up, and they're guaranteed jobs.
It's not impossible to start your own restaurant business. Harpo, many moons ago, went to hotel school. He's from, I think, the 5th generation of St. Thomas's.
Yes, that's right.
5th generation Thomian, and a proud one at that.
For sure.
Your mom and dad, were they strict with you, Harps?
No, they were not strict. That was the key. I was a bit of a scam in college, but I was very free, kind of free-flowing home,
Right.
And I never had to lie to my parents about anything, which most young kids do,
Yes.
I was very open with my dad and mom, and I liked it that way. And
Are they still with us?
Yes, my dad passed away actually a year and a half ago. Mom is with me, and I moved that on to my daughter.
With wealth comes so many opportunities. Not just to make more money, but to even consider something like IVF, for example.
Yeah.
You don't really need to do all that much. And, lo and behold, 9 months later, you have, a baby Harpo ready. Would you ever consider doing that at your stage in life now, just to expand the family? Would you ever consider, through IVF, having another child?
No, sure.
No, that's going to be a common question that I'm going to ask all the A-listers because I got the key. Now, I've also heard you, when somebody asks me about role models, I want to say my dad.
Yeah.
But it's not true because he was a role model, but for himself. In my dad's case, right?
Yeah.
I've heard people ask you this question, and you often say Gabo.
You see, there were 2 people who actually played a big part of my career, and where I am today is 2 of them. I would like to mention Gabo, who really inspired me in the entertainment business and the PR business, and he just gave me the ropes on how to get along with people. And the other person, of course, is Mr. Fernando, who was one of the best general managers this country ever had. And he he inspired me in the way he moved and did his hospitality business, and I learned a lot from him. I learned how he manages people. Because this is people's business. We need to manage people. Absolutely. And people can be our staff and they can be our customers. And I was blessed to be working with two great human beings who both passed on. But I always remember them on a daily basis, and I always thank God for what they have done for me in my career. Absolutely. Yeah, it's very important not to forget. Yeah.
How did hotel school come about?
That's a good question actually. I always wanted to dabble with entertainment and people, And so one thing I realized was, first of all, I got this entertainment, become a DJ, and that was while doing hotel school.
Right.
They kind of went together, hospitality and music and all that kind of blends into the thing. So I was fortunate enough to be able to first become a DJ. And then while doing my DJing, I was in hotel school, so it kind of worked well for me when I finished my hotel school. My career as a DJ continued, and I moved into the five-star circuit, working with hotels and DJing in the hotel circuit, and also being promoted as the first entertainment manager in a five-star property.
That's awesome. So you did fumigate/smoke at one point in your life, correct?
Yes.
How long ago did you give up?
I haven't.
You still smoke?
Not on a regular basis, but when I played music, I always used to smoke quite a lot, but now random cigarette or two.
Here's a fun fact. Harpo used to basically manage a certain mall, and at that time, I think it was 2004, I was working at a radio station that did the first ever live OB, outdoor broadcast from a location in the city. Harpo's mall, basically. And we used to spend a lot of time in his room discussing different promo plans and ideas. Again, trailblazing, that's the key word. You've always been at the forefront. Before the thing happened, you would be there making sure it happened.
I remember that event very well because that was a 24-hour non-stop...
89 and a half hours.
Sorry, 89. Oh, wow.
3 days.
And that was a crazy event. No one has done it since then, right?
I don't think anyone's dumb enough to try it again because it was just... Like 4 days of non-stop
music, and you all were up in no break.
No break.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event. I remember that. Yeah, but that was just a crazy idea, So, but it became such a hit, and it became such a big thing, and no one has even attempted to do that. It's fun. But see, the thing is, Mark, I was always part of I always got involved in promotions, doing stuff, from bringing down entertainment from overseas, doing dinner theaters. So that was a part of the hospitality business. You need to create energy in the hotel, so you bring down events, and you get the footfall into the hotel. And let me tell you, Mark, at that time, it was not easy because you had a JVP uprising, you had an LTT working around. So it was like the hotel circuits were not really firing,
Yeah.
But during that time, we did much more things in events and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
With the roadblocks, with the curfews, with all that happening, things happen in Colombo.
Do you feel drugs have played a role in how people party in Sri Lanka now?
Oh, for sure, yeah, 100%.
It's a little scary, right?
It's not little. It's really scary. It's something that authorities need to look at, and but then the world has moved on. People are looking at things differently. But it's a bad scene.
It is a bad scene.
It's a really bad scene.
How do you actually curb situations unfolding at the curb? For example, do you have a new security team that's...
You see, the curve started off as a fun thing, It was more jazz-oriented little bar, which is not a big venue. It has taken a big turn for the simple fact it's a lovely venue. It's a lovely venue. Yeah, it's packed. That's really well.
I dread going there because as soon as my wife, and that's the only place all the wives choose. I don't know why.
Yeah. The ladies like it there. Yeah,
it's crazy.
But it's something that we always look out and see how the movements are happening in there, and we try to keep it simple. We try to keep. But you're right when you said the kind of people who come there. It's a better part of the
culture now.
Yeah, better part of the culture for sure.
What would a general person that has an interest in the restaurant business need to do to set up a smaller version of, for example, Bayleaf, which is a stunning restaurant now? It's been about 10 years since I last came out. That's the hermit that I am. But when I came here, it's just looking so different, so awesome, so welcoming. They open at 11. By the way, in the morning, and you're good to come here after that. But tell us. Say that it was me. I want to open a small pizza business.
Right, okay.
What do I need to do? What are the steps?
first and foremost, Mark, you need to like what you do. You know, you got to understand, this is what I'm going to get into. This is the ropes to get into this business. This is what it's all about.
Right. This is what it entails.
It's what it entails. The restaurant business is a tireless business. You ask anyone, any chef or any owner anywhere in the world, it's the most stressful business to be in. So you have to go into that business understanding that, you know, you can't be between. You have to be either in or you have to be either out. Focus on what you started doing.
Right. Right.
You know, a lot of people start on something and then they move it because A, it's not working. And they say, okay, now I'm going to shift my focus to another thing because this is A is not working.
Right.
But I believe in anything, nothing's easy. And there are the down and there are the ups. So if there are the down, there has to be up somewhere. And you can't achieve this all alone. No? It's a part of a big team effort. And let me tell you, everybody says, you know, Harpo, you've achieved this, you achieved that. You know, you've done this, you've done that. And I said, listen, if without my team, I would have never been able to get to where I am today. And I'm always thankful to my team. And I have a policy with my team. You know, there's nothing called a hierarchy, or we are all one team. We all come together. We all hit the floor together. We have to carry a plate. We carry a plate. We have to serve someone. We serve someone. We need to go and socialize together. We can socialize together. The most important thing I would say is to have a discipline within yourself, and the discipline with the team. If you can get those two things going, passion and discipline, you can be a winner.
What I actually want to know is regulation-wise, do I need to go to the government buildings somewhere?
Yes, so there again, you know, we are just formed up a thing called Colombo Collective Restaurant Association, which I have just been appointed the president of that.
Wow, congrats.
And thank you very much. And we have a core team of people working with us on the committee, and that happened just after 21-4. But we are working now. So if I'm to set up a restaurant, I will need to go to the municipality, I need to go to the UD, I need to go to the finance ministry to look at the tourist board finance. So we are working with this committee to make things easier in life. And understand, we as restaurateurs in this country, we employ easily more than 5 to 10,000 people. We contribute billions and billions of revenue into government. That's one thing they must understand, government. And we pay taxes and we do so much. So to answer your question, yes, if somebody is to set up a restaurant, they need to work with all these government organizations. And what we are asking them is to make things easier, make it a one-stop shop. Hey, you want to open a restaurant, you go here and everything is sorted out for you. One need.
That's what I'm...
So this is what we're working with, and we are just new into the game. The association is pretty new, but the bigger picture is that making businesses easier for people to set up.
Right.
That's the key.
Right. Where do you feel like the hoteliers benefited the most during which tenure? Would you say the previous regime or the current regime?
You see, the previous regime, once the war finished, tourism became a big thing, you know. Yeah. And it is from that time onwards which we have peaked till April. So it's a matter of, it's a mix of both, I would say. I wouldn't want to say the previous regime and not this regime, because we were voted #1 destination in this regime.
Very nice.
But it didn't happen overnight. The motion went through over the period of time, you know. Colombo was beautified, you know, the Dutch hospital, the Independence, all these places became nice, became venues to go to. So when tourism opens up, you need to have more and more venues. The travelers need to see, they need to taste, they need to see culture. So that process took on, you know, by the previous regime. And the current regime understood that, you know, because this is the #2 income earner of the country.
Yeah.
And it's going to be #1 in time to come. Why are all these big brands coming in, from the Hyatt to the Ritz, the JWs to Intercons, all are planting themselves in Colombo or in Sri Lanka? Why? Because they know something that we don't know, right? So it's all happening here. So it's a matter of time that we need to get a one-stop shop into this place and say, this is, if you want to set up a restaurant, if you want to set up a hotel, done.
That's the way we need to do it, Hars. Make everything so seamless.
Exactly, seamless.
CSR, and what is your involvement in beautifying Colombo and in general teaching the people about the basics of self-cleanliness?
Yeah, that's a good point, Mark. Actually, let me tell you, about 2 years ago, I was in Geneva. I went on vacation. I was taken to a conference the very day I landed, and it was all to do with the pollution of plastic.
Okay.
You know, and I was shocked to understand that we, as a country, being the smallest in one of the smallest countries in the world, were the 5th most polluted beaches and canals in the world. I mean, Sri Lanka being such a small country, and that actually shook me. And let me tell you, the Kalani River was highlighted, and the Bolgudi River was highlighted, and fifth most filthiest in the world. Of course, the Ganges and China and India understood. They are big countries, yeah.
That's a given.
But Sri Lanka,
Crazy.
and I understood. So for that actually rang a bell in my system. So we are come back, and we are looking at it now. Slowly, we are going away from plastic in all our properties.
Okay.
You know, we have stopped the plastic in most of my properties. It's a process to work through. We are using biodegradable stuff in our restaurants, taking away plastic straws. So within the next month, we'll be totally plastic free, and we are trying to contribute to the environment and the whole thing that way.
Fantastic. We know that your glasses are the trademark, and I just want to know, how many pairs of glasses do you have?
I have a few actually. I have a few, right?
And what's next? Are you going to franchise the business in any way, like the trucks?
Yeah,
I think that's a phenomenal idea.
Yeah, I will be looking at definitely franchising my pizza business.
Nice.
But Mark, I just want to chip in on this one. I'm hoping to bring an international hotel school to the country.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's going to be my next form of expansion, is education in hospitality and training business.
Very nice.
So I'm in the process of now filtering through some investment, and definitely going to bring an international brand coming here to feed the hospitality and also to feed corporate training, which I think is a very, very important thing.
Absolutely.
And so I'm in the process of setting that up, and I hopefully in the next year or so, I will have a top international hotel school here. And the pathway to their education will be to La Rosse in France or wherever they will have their final MBA or degree in hospitality. So that's the plan where I'm concerned. From the pizza business, yes, we will franchise a bit of our restaurants, pizza restaurant. I've been having my pizza business the last probably 12 years, so I suddenly realized I need to get this brand into the supermarkets. So now we have moved into supermarkets almost a year now, and we do our own sauces, we do our own pastas, where we manufacture and supply our supermarket. We're also going ready to go pizza into the supermarkets. We're doing various other retail stuff. So I think from a brand point, it's better to have a brand on the shelves as well as, consume it in the restaurant, see it on the shelves, which was fine. So I'm expanding that area.
Very nice.
And like I said before, I'm looking at that international training management hotel school coming to the company. So that's my plan. No more big vanity restaurants.
Right.
I gotta say so.
Power to you, Harps.
Yeah,
Whatever
thank
you
you.
set your eyes on and whatever you put your hands in has always turned out to be a success.
Thank you
I
very
have
much.
I've seen it and I believe
Thank
in
you.
it. So well done. Thanks for being a part of the show
Thank
today. We wish you well.
And I wish you well and good luck with this new one.
Thank you,
Keep
sir.
it going well.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Cheers.